What's up, DramaLoop fam? Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown of the stories that are breaking the internet. First, we're heading to the French Riviera, where a political legacy is being tested as Louis Sarkozy, son of former President Nicolas Sarkozy, is set to run for mayor in the scandal-plagued town of Menton. Can he bring calm to a city rocked by controversy? Next, the internet's very own Hawk Tuah girl, Haliey Welch, is speaking out. Fresh off a tumultuous crypto venture, she's addressing the controversial aftermath of Charlie Kirk's death and the online celebrations that followed. What does she have to say about compassion in the digital age? Our next headline takes us to the heart of the Vatican. Pope Leo XIV is making waves, reaffirming the sacred vow of celibacy for priests and demanding decisive action from bishops to combat the ongoing sexual abuse scandals plaguing the Church. What are the new marching orders? And rounding out our news today, we've got a shocking case of fraud as Agyeman, a UK-based Ghanaian, has been convicted for defrauding the UK government of a staggering £375,000 using COVID-19 bounce-back loans. This is one story you won't want to miss. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to DramaLoop, and ring the notification bell so you're always in the loop. Political dynasty descends on French Riviera amidst scandal. Menton, a picturesque port town on the French Riviera, is buzzing with unexpected political drama. Louis Sarkozy, the son of former French President Nicolas Sarkozy, has announced his intention to run for mayor. This move comes as Menton grapples with a series of scandals, particularly concerning its local public company managing the ports and alleged financial improprieties. Sarkozy, who recently sought a municipal office outside the Paris region, appears to be positioning himself as a candidate for renewal in a city yearning for stability. With no defined campaign platform yet, Sarkozy stated his aim is to restore political and judicial calm in the city. The question remains whether he will align with the Les Républicains party or run as an independent. This isn't the first time such promises have been made. The current mayor, Yves Juhol, also pledged to clean up the city during the last special municipal election in 2022, which was triggered by the death of the previous mayor and a significant portion of the city council's resignation. The town's history of legal troubles, linked to port management and accounting practices, sets a complex stage for Sarkozy's political ambitions. The public reaction is mixed, with some residents hopeful for change and others skeptical of a parachuted candidate. Analysts are watching closely to see if Sarkozy can leverage his family name to overcome the deep-seated issues plaguing Menton, while others question his preparedness given his lack of specific knowledge about the town's challenges. Will this political newcomer be the clean slate Menton desperately needs? Stay tuned as we uncover if Louis Sarkozy can truly bring calm, or if another candidate will emerge to tackle the deep-seated issues plaguing this French Riviera gem. Hawk Tuah girl addresses internet outrage over Charlie Kirk's death. Haliey Welch, famously known as the Hawk Tuah girl, after her viral tongue-in-cheek video, has broken her silence on a sensitive topic: the public reaction to the death of controversial political commentator Charlie Kirk. This rare announcement comes after a period of intense scrutiny following a failed memecoin venture that left many of her followers claiming to have lost significant investments. Welch, who gained massive social media fame for her candid remarks, posted an Instagram video addressing what she described as outrageous and heinous things she'd witnessed online following Kirk's death. She condemned those who she felt were celebrating the tragedy, emphasizing the importance of sympathy for Kirk's family, regardless of political differences. You didn't have to agree with anything that man said, but you should have a little bit of sympathy for his wife and for his kids, Welch urged, calling for more compassion and less division in American society. She also touched upon the broader issues of meanness and evil in the world, referencing other tragic events. However, Welch's message was met with a mixed response. While some supported her call for empathy, many online critics were quick to bring up her past memecoin controversy, with comments like, "Remember when you robbed your fans with your coin scam rug pull?" And "You scammed people through your crypto rug pull. Stay offline forever." It's worth noting that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission investigated her memecoin scandal in 2024, but found no charges against her, with her attorney stating there were no restrictions on her future in crypto or securities. Can Haliey Welch's plea for compassion bridge the divide, or will past controversies overshadow her message? Up next, we're heading to the Vatican to uncover Pope Leo XIV's firm stance on scandal and celibacy. Pope Leo XIV demands action on abuse scandals, reaffirms celibacy. In a significant address to hundreds of bishops and cardinals, Pope Leo XIV has issued a clear mandate. Priests must uphold celibacy, and bishops must take firm and decisive action against sexual abuse. This directive comes during a special Holy Year celebration for clergy in Rome, signaling a renewed emphasis on accountability and spiritual integrity within the Catholic Church. Pope Leo XIV, formerly Cardinal Robert Prevost, stressed the critical role of bishops in fostering unity within their dioceses and maintaining closeness with their flock. He outlined expectations for bishops to live simply, detached from wealth and power, and to act as father figures to their priests. The pontiff's message was particularly direct regarding abuse cases, stating that bishops must be firm and decisive in dealing with situations that can cause scandal and with every case of abuse, especially involving minors, and fully respect the legislation currently in force. This marks the second time in a week the Pope has publicly addressed the abuse crisis, previously calling for zero tolerance and transparent processes to prevent all forms of abuse, including sexual, spiritual, and abuses of authority. While Pope Francis had also reaffirmed celibacy as a church discipline, Pope Leo XIV's strong pronouncements appear to underscore a more stringent approach to enforcement. The Vatican Dicastery for Bishops, led by Prevost until his election, has been instrumental in vetting bishop nominations, aiming to promote leaders who align with Pope Francis's vision of an inclusive and dialogical church. The reaffirmation of celibacy, particularly for Latin Rite priests, is presented as essential for bishops and the priesthood to present to all the authentic image of the Church, holy and chaste in her members as in her head. Public reaction has been largely supportive of the call for accountability, though some observers remain cautiously optimistic, emphasizing the need for consistent implementation and transparency in handling abuse cases. The focus now shifts to how effectively bishops worldwide will heed these marching orders. Will these directives translate into tangible change and healing for victims? Our final story takes us to the UK, where a shocking fraud case involving COVID-19 loans is making headlines. Ghanaian national jailed for £375,000 COVID-19 loan fraud. A UK-based Ghanaian national, Eric Agyeman, has been sentenced to over 2 years in prison for defrauding the UK government of a substantial £375,000 through fraudulent COVID-19 bounce-back loans. The 46-year-old admitted to the charges, which included money laundering, for applications made on behalf of DOK Logistics UK Limited, a company that reportedly never conducted any legitimate business. Investigations by the Insolvency Service revealed that Agyeman fabricated company turnover figures, inflating them to an astonishing £375,000 to secure the loans. A significant portion of the defrauded funds, over £40,000, was used to ship goods to an associate in Ghana. These goods were then sold, with commissions paid back to the UK in cash by travelers. Lead investigator David Snastel stated that Agyeman brazenly exploited a scheme designed to help struggling companies, for his own personal gain, using the funds for a business operation in Africa. His admission to simply made-up turnover figures highlighted a complete disregard for the taxpayer-funded support. The Insolvency Service remains committed to recovering the illicit gains under the Proceeds of Crime Act 2002, and Agyeman has also been disqualified from serving as a company director for 5 years. The conviction serves as a stark reminder of the ongoing efforts to prosecute those who exploited pandemic relief schemes. While the government provided crucial support to legitimate businesses, cases like Agyeman's underscore the importance of robust oversight and enforcement to protect public funds. This case highlights the serious repercussions of financial crime. Now, let's quickly recap the biggest stories of the day. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We saw Louis Sarkozy aiming for mayor in Menton amidst scandal, the Hawk Tuah girl Haliey Welch speaking out on compassion after the Charlie Kirk controversy, Pope Leo XIV demanding action on abuse and reaffirming celibacy, and Agyeman jailed for a massive COVID-19 loan fraud. What a packed show. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this update, subscribe to DramaLoop for more, ring the notification bell so you never miss a video, and drop a comment below telling us which story shocked you the most. You can also follow us on all our social media channels for even more exclusive content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.